Howdy folks, welcome to episode 31. Today we're going to make some more of these carbon blocks. Let's make some of these and let's just do that. We'll make 60 of them for right now. Yeah, we're going to make some of those so that we can continue on what we're doing. I should make some of those heavy windows. I really think I should do that as long as we're redesigning the CV. Why don't we make 20 of those and we'll see what we can do with those. So I think we have to move those to equipment. So let's see if we can move them over to the base. Yeah, that's the one. We want to move those to there. And where the windows go, there we go. All right, cool. And so I think that's everything we wanted over there. And so what we can do is come back up here. You know what? We can even eat another steak. There we go. Since we're already there. And we can continue our work on the SV or the CV as long as we have our blocks here. Yeah, let's go like this. Let's put these things on the toolbar. So we've got our plastic blocks. I know they call them carbon. I always call them plastic. And we've got, I don't think we need two LCD screens. We've got some heavy windows here too. Cool. So I think what I'm going to need to do probably is turn off the oxygen and everything in the ship. So why don't I do that before I forget? Why don't we go like this, fridge, and we're going to go to the CV fridge, and we're going to move this stuff back over for right now so that when we turn it off, we don't lose our jetpack, so that we don't lose our food and everything. So let's go like this, and we're going to, I know I have to walk up to the cockpit, right? We're going to power this thing off. So I think we're first going to do this. There we go. And then we're going to power it off. And actually, I don't think we need to power it off, really, do we? Not specifically, but that's fine. That's fine, too. It can just be powered off. It doesn't need to be on. So we're going to go back to our jetpack. And so, yeah, because what we want to do is we want to take out like the thrusters and move them and stuff like that. Maybe we might not need to do that, but let's go like this and let's see what we can do as far as the rest of the wings here. So I got these, and what I noticed is, I remember I had the symmetry axis up and I painted these and it didn't paint those. So apparently they've got some more work to do on the I swear every time they add more blocks they have to dink with the symmetry axis. Let's try this again. Try setting it. There we go. In the middle. All right. So now remember, we wanted to do this sort of thing where we bring the blocks over. So why don't we go like this, and we're going to bring these blocks. I'm just trying to decide whether I want to use a half block or a full block for that. But I think first what we can do is we can make these, let's get the top. So let's figure out what we want to do for the top. Do we want to come up an extra block? Well, we have to come up an extra block. Okay. So we're going to come up an extra block. We're going to do something like this corner. One of these corners. One of these type of corners here. Type of thing. And so it's going to come up like that. Yeah, actually, I think that sort of thing works. So it's just a matter of which one are we going to do. And are we going to have a half block on top of this as deco, or are we going to leave? I kind of like the little ridge down there, so I think we will leave the little ridge there. So why don't we go like, I'm kind of thinking this might actually work a little bit better, but let's see what else we have on these blocks again, because I mean we've got some of these cool ramp connectors and stuff. We can do, yeah, we can do a half block there. Yeah, actually I like that. Why don't we do that? We're going to do this, and then we're going to bring this all the way across, and then we're going to come back here. So my first decision is, do I want to do this sort of thing on, do I want to stagger these like this, or do I just want to put one on the end, is the question, right? And we're going to have to come back to this far, right? No, we're going to have to come back to this far. So there, no, we're not going to stagger them then because we have an odd number. All right, so we're going to do this. And then we're going to do full blocks, I think. Let's see, why don't we go like this? And we'll bring our full blocks across. You know, we could probably even do something like tapered on here. And I think we should do that. I think it'll make it look cooler. Let me show you what I mean. Is we can do something like here. We'll go back to the ramps here, and we can do maybe this will work. That's going to be a full block up there. Yeah, we could do something like this. Why don't we do this? We're going to go this because that's going to come up to a full block, right? And we can do that and that and that. And then we can kind of taper down from there. Now, the question is, if I do this, am I going to have a place where the, you know what, if I do this, I'm not going to have a place where the things look like they fit. So actually, I think we're going to have to take this off. Why don't we do this? Take these back off, because I totally forgot about that. We have to put the turrets on the top. So why don't we put some flat blocks first, and we'll just get the flat blocks, and then we can decorate after that. So why don't we do that first? We're going to go like this, reset the block shape. We're going to go like this. And so what we need is we need a 3x3 out here. That's where one turret's going to be. There's going to be another one on the bottom. We could probably put the one on the bottom directly underneath it. Yeah, I think so. And we could probably even make the bottom come out more. Come out an extra block. Why don't we do that? So we're going to do this. This is where the turrets are going to be, just so that we know what we're doing. We can even put those on the, here, let's go container controller. Let's put these on our hotbar, and let's see if we can, yeah, see, we're going to go like this and like this, and let's hope they actually made them symmetrical, right? Did it work on the symmetry plane? Because sometimes those big blocks don't fit. All right, no, it looks like it fit. So yeah, that'll fit there, and then we need to build around that. And so then we can do stuff like worry about how this is going to taper up to this, to meet this, and that kind of thing. So we have like this space here. Do we have something that's going to taper from there to there? So let's find out with these ramps here. Is that... There's this one here. We can do that, and that can come all the way up. That looks kind of cool. We can also do that and have, yeah, that's what I wanted. I want that. And then we can go like this with our ramp. See? There we go. And then we can put something similar on this side. We can make it taper back out. And maybe make it taper more quickly. Or should we do this ramp again? I think actually we can do this ramp again. And we can come out an extra block, because we do need an extra block there. Although this isn't there, if something shoots through these, we don't need like tons of hit points on the end of this, do we? I don't think we do. But yeah, I'm just trying to decide whether I want to kind of taper that up, but I think we'll just do this, and then we'll come down with this half like this. And then we can find something that will fit in here that's gonna do our taper for us. So let's go back to these and see if we can find the piece that actually, it's kind of funny, that actually almost fits, but it needs a faster taper. Yeah, that's not going to work either. We need something like this, and let me see here, maybe this. We need the one that goes halfway up though. So where is that one? Maybe like this. Can we do that? That one's too tall. So we need the second half of that, don't we? What is this one? Oh, it's just got the little, it's got that little knobby on the end. Okay. So we'll find it. Don't worry. Keep searching. Is that this one? We could do this to taper it. I wanted the one that comes down the other way though. Where did it go? It used to be the one that came on the end of this. So let's see where that is. There used to be 4 of them, right? Is it in there? It's not in there. Where did it go? There we go. Here's all the blocks. All right, and that is... They're totally rearranged, aren't they? Yeah, I can't find it here. Let's see. There, that one. That's the one. That's the one I was looking for. So we could do something like that. I think we'll do that for now. I kind of like that ending on these. There we go. And we're going to do something similar on here. So we're going to make this come out like that. And then we're going to do this piece here. Like that. And then we need to decide what we're going to put on here. We're going to have to pull this piece off. So let's do that too before we forget, and we need to do it on both sides. We'll get that off the other side too. Is it just not painted there? That's weird. Okay. So now we need to figure out which piece we want to put in this little space, and we want something that's maybe tapered on 2 sides and then flat. So like this kind of thing, and maybe even, whoops, that doesn't come up right. That doesn't really fit, does it? It needs to be tapered like 3 ways, but I don't think anything like that even exists. So I'm kind of thinking that block that we have on the end is the problem. But let's see, let's check for the 4-sided ramp. Let's see, because it needs to be 4 sides. What about this one here? That's just the same thing but lower. Yeah. And this one here, that's the same thing but higher, because that's the one we were looking at. I don't think we're going to get anything that fits in here, are we? So we could also, instead of trying to get something that fits precisely, we can go for something like this, like a sticky outie, and maybe even turn it backwards. Make it taper that way. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking we could even do a taller sticky outie, like this sort of thing. Let me see if we can find the... Where did that go? Let's look at, I think this one? No. This one? No, that's too tall too, isn't it? Yeah, I guess we are going to have to go with a sticky outie type thing. I wanted to do, like, stack these up is what I'm looking to do, but I don't know if we're going to be able to do that the way I want it to work. So maybe we can just do this sort of thing. Is that going to look natural there? I'm not sure. So let's try this, and we can always alter it. I mean, it's not like it's the end of the world. It's not like we don't have a multi-tool, you know, we can't pull the block back off or something. But yeah, we can do something like that, and then we can put a spike on the top of it. Where did spike go? Where'd that little spike go? It was over here, wasn't it? This thing? Yeah. See, we can put this spike on the top. I like those spikes. I tend to use those on a lot of my builds, don't I? All right, and so then we can bring our end out here and everything too. So why don't we go? I think we're going to need more hardened blocks too, aren't we? We're going to need quite a few more. So why don't we get some of those crafted? So let's head down to the constructor, because I have to walk to the constructor. All right, and see, there's the interface. We have to use the interface on it. What was that sound? Did you guys hear that? All right. It was like, blah, blah, blah. That's totally what it sounded like. That's an original lift sound. Okay. Let's see what we have for steel plates. Do we have a bunch of hardened? We have a ton of hardened steel plates. Yeah, we can make some more of these. So why don't we make some more? Can we make 100? Why don't we make 100? See if we can make them. Yep. All right, and then we need to transfer those over to here. Constructor input. Let's, whoops, not those. These. There we go. And so let's try that. Let's see what that does. You know what? We don't actually need to walk up there then if we're going to do that. So let's go up here and we'll see what we can fill in here. And let's grab, whoops, not that. There's so many different keys for moving around in the menu screens and all that stuff now. So they get lost in the ocean of buttons and keys. Okay, so we need to close that. Is there anything else we need to close up with hardened steel? This right here we can close up like that. It's perfect because it even matches that, because we're going to texture all those things the same way. And then we're just going to put, I think we will put the lighter blocks on here because I don't want any more weight than I need. So I think that'll do it right there, right? If we put that there, yeah, see? That fits there. Now watch, it's going to screw up the texture in some way when I go to do that, right? All right, so now we can go and do these and bring this wall out. So we have like an extra space there. This wall is going to taper out. I think we're going to do the same thing that we did there. And so this is actually going to be one block down where this comes across. Do we want it to come all the way across like that? I think we do. I think we do. And then we're going to go, we're going to come out with these. Do we have, ooh, you know what, we can finally use, where is it? Where'd it go? Where's that block I want? It's the block that I want. Where'd it go? There it is. We can finally use these. Yay. We can do like a, here. Like this. We can go like this on these. Right? We can do that for the end. And we'll probably end up having to change the shape of these blocks here. We'll make them something tapered or whatever. But yeah, I think we're going to do that. And then we're going to need to come in with these. So we can taper in our back end the same way we did the front end. So let's bring this. We're going to come in like this and bring this up. And we're going to do the same thing over here. And actually, I think we're going to bring this out and bring the, let me see, bring the thrusters out. Because how much space do we have on the other side of this? Need to make sure that we're not encroaching into the, yeah, we're going to need to bring out another two. Why don't we work it on this side so that we don't end up with problems. So we need to do this. We need to go at least another 2 blocks so that we can bring those extra thrusters out. And like this, we're going to bring this across. There we go. And then we can, we could probably put half blocks. Why don't we do that? Why don't we go like this? We're going to take these off. We're going to take them off on the other side. And then we're going to put the half instead. So these ones that go like this. There. We're going to put these on here. So that way we can have these blocks going up across there, covering up the sides of the thrusters. So this leaves us 2 blocks depth to put in thrusters, so that we can put in larger thrusters when we get to that point. And the one thing that this does is it doesn't allow us to expand our hangar unless we make it taller, and then we'd have to like park a ship sideways or something weird like that. And the other thing we need to do is we need to taper this up. Why don't we just do that now while I'm still looking at it? Was it this one that comes up to that? I'm totally looking at this the wrong way, aren't I? Yeah. So we need to bring that up like that. and like that. Yeah, we can bring that up, and then we're gonna do this thing like we did on the front, just to kind of make it, give it a little bit that same style. I want the style. It's not necessarily symmetry. I just want it to kind of rhyme with the front, not to be exactly the same. All right, and then we can add in a little taper there if we want to, or we can kind of leave it. Did we do that? We did these little things. Okay. So we did these. Where'd they go? They were on this part. Yeah. These little things? No, it was the other ones, the triangle ones. There we go. All right. And so we had that here. Yeah, it comes in here and sits against this thing. Like that and that. There we go. So we've got that, and we can bring up our ramp. Ooh, that's a piece I might like. Like that. There we go. Cool. And then we can bring our little half ramp. Where is it? Where's our little half ramp? I'm probably going to end up making my own page of ramp pieces that I like or use or whatever too. But for right now, I think I'm just going to stick with the defaults. We could probably even put some upside down ramps here, something like that, and then paint this to make it kind of look like a warp drive type of thing. You know, the lit up engines on the backs of spaceships. Put something like this, maybe even put some rounded things like these on there, like that. But I think we'll do that with plastic blocks actually if we do that. Why don't we check out what we can do? Now that I've got the idea in my head, I have to do it. I have to try it. We can do this and we can make little semicircles, or we can, I don't think that's going to turn out as nice. I think this or that. I think that's what we want. We want this. And then we can curve it up on the end. Check it out. We can do that, and then we can, no, we can't, because that, we don't have this one that comes all the way up, do we? About this one? Does this one have that little gap there? I think it does. But it doesn't fit though. Okay. No, that's not going to work. We need this with that little thingy on it. But I think instead of doing that, we'll just do this. That's fine. I think that still works. And then we can turn them upside down. Do the same thing over here. There we go. And see, then when we paint these with the lit up textures, it's going to look really cool. So let's go over here and see if we can get more of this fixed up. And you know what? I'm going to walk over closer so that my thing isn't, so my drone isn't being irritating all the time. And we'll see if we can get the rest of this closed up. And then I think you guys will get the idea, and we can probably even do other stuff in a bonus episode or whatever. But let's get this, or we're going to have to take a break and do more building later. We'll do more upgrades because I like to do the upgrades in little pieces and stuff. We need to seal up this. So why don't we do, which pieces are those? Those are these thingies that are, where'd they go? They are, where'd those ramps go? I think they're on this page. Yeah, is it these? No, they're the ones with the square bottom, right? I want the ones with the square bottom. So let's go like this. Yeah, see, we can still match them like that. That's perfect. That's what I wanted. So we can do that and that. See, then it kind of keeps the little toothy looking theme on the bottom. This can be just regular steel blocks. We don't need the hardened steel for that. And we could probably even make this curve out and make it like into a sticky outy type thing too. So like this. Why don't we use the plastic blocks for that too? So we'll go like this, and we're going to bring out, trying to decide which way I want to do that. We're going to bring out this like that. So we can make it, we could make it do this We can make it ramp this way, or we can make it ramp this way, and I think that's a better way to do it. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? I think we're gonna do it this way. So we're gonna go like this, and then we're gonna do the middle piece, and then we're gonna do the tiny piece. So we're gonna do 3 block long spikies, and then we're gonna stick them upside down and do the same thing in reverse. There we go. Like that. There we go. So now we've got some little spikies on the end. We have these almost sealed up. I think what we can do is we can just put these blocks across the end. So we're going to go like this to reset the shape again. We're going to put these across the end, I think, for now. Whoops. There we go. And then what we can do is, I think we're probably going to even expand this out like, let me see. We're going to expand this out like this so that it matches. There we go. And then we can even put a little spiky on that or leave it like that. But yeah, so we can kind of make this close in. And where is this piece here? Like that. So yeah, we can kind of make these thruster ports kind of just more visually closed up. And is that this piece? There we go. Yeah, just kind of a housing around the thrusters from the side and stuff to make it look, you know, like it's not so badly... so they're not so exposed, I guess it would be the right word for that. And like this, there we go. So we can do something like that. All right, and I think that's going to be that. Yeah. Now is this one halfway? This one is halfway. I might have to figure out if there's something that even tapers from that. I don't think that's even going to be a possibility. So I might have to change these to something else. But anyway, I think we can do... Yeah, why don't we try this? I want to. We still got a little bit of time, I think. Why don't we see if I can get this to work? So I want to go like this. I want to see if I can get these to match. I know I can put those little triangular corners in there, so that's fine. That's easy enough. What I want to get is one that goes from that all the way up. Is that possible? Or I can just do one here that doesn't go all the way down. I think that's better. I think it's a better idea. We're going to take these back out, and we're going to make it a full block instead of trying to match that, because that's just not going to happen. So we can go like this, and make these go like this. There we go. And then we can match that. That's what we're going to have to match. And I'm going to have to dig around to find the right piece for that. I am definitely going to have to dig around to find the right piece, so we'll put these in right now. I'm not going to bore you guys with digging through more parts again. I'll just show you what parts they were when we come back next episode. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for episode 31. Join me in episode 32. We're going to take a break from this because it's now like it should be sealed up and flyable and all that. We're going to take this thing down to the planet, and we're going to use our hovercraft, and we're going to check out the new drilling modes, and we're going to drill up some some deposits and everything, so that we can do something other than building for a little bit. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for episode 31. Join me in episode 32 for some HV drilling, and we will see you then. Later.